Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, you recently in the United Kingdom, in the UK, shout out to the UK, all my UK viewers, thank you for everything. But a fight was recently announced for Gervonta Davis. His next opponent will be a guy by the name of Liam Walsh over there in the UK. So Floyd Mayweather is taking his cash, well, not his cash cow yet, because Gervonta is not a cash cow, but his most prized fighter, I should say, not possession. His most prized fighter in his whole Mayweather promotion stable, and he's flying him over to the UK to keep him busy against a good solid guy, Liam Walsh. So he'll be defending his title, his IBF title over there against Liam Walsh. Now, something interesting happened at this event, at this press conference, or wherever they were in the UK when this happened, but Ohara Davies, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ohara Davies, but he's a prospect coming up. He's 15-0 with 12 knockouts at 140 pounds. I actually got a chance to watch him fight on the undercard of Bellew versus Hay, and I liked what I saw, man. He picked the shots real nice. He, was overall a very well skilled fighter, big, strong, fast, accurate. He looked the part against Derry Matthews. Obviously Derry Matthews is a journeyman, but it was still his first step up name opposition, and he looked really, really well with him and did very, very well with him, and that's what you want to see from an upcoming prospect like Ohara Davies. So I liked what I saw from him, and I like him even more now after what I saw happen. So if you guys don't know, Mayweather was there, and he had a press conference of some sort. I believe it might have been the day of the actual fight announcement press conference. And if it wasn't that, it was probably one of these interviews he's been doing as he's been going around the UK. But there was somewhere, and I guess Floyd Mayweather saw Ohara Davies in the crowd, and he knew who he was. And from what I gathered, and from the information I gathered, apparently Ohara Davies has trained at the Mayweather gym a couple times, but he knew who Ohara Davies was, and he started comparing Gervonta Davis to Ohara Davies, and for some reason, I guess Ohara Davies took exception to that. He was basically saying that you can't compare him to me. You can't compare Gervonta Davis to me because he's a lightweight, and I'm the man at 140. And it was a good exchange. I liked. I'll get into it. I kind of want you guys just to hear before I get into it. So here's what happened: the exchange between Ohara Davies and Floyd Mayweather himself. So here's what was said.
Floyd, I've got an issue with something you said earlier. So I'm talking about at 140 I'm the man, and you're trying to compare me to Tank. Tank weighs 130, but I'm telling you at 140 I'm the man. So you can't compare me to Tank. You might start one.
You right, I can't compare you to Tank, because Tank is the motherfucking world champion. How many fights you got? 50 fights.
50 wins, 12 KOs.
12 KOs? We're talking about 70 with 60 knockouts.
You can't compare.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
25, guess what? He's the youngest world champion in boxing.
Listen, you can't compare me to your 130, to your 130.
Guess what, let me tell you something. Sam Judah was fighting at 140.
Well, you know what?
I was fighting at 130.
If your man wants it, if you can come up and wait for us, you can get it. I'm telling you,
money ready.
Silver champion, 15 and now.
I know y'all giving that promotion over here all y'all.
Now boxing's here. Boxing's in the UK now.
Alright, so there you have it, man. I can't lie, man. It's very seldom because Floyd is so much of a businessman now. But when he breaks out into 2006, 2007 Floyd Mayweather mode, where he starts going off and he starts hitting him with the hand motions and all that stuff, it is pretty fun to watch. But yeah, so Ohara Davies, he got upset because I guess Gervonta was lightweight and Floyd compared him to Gervonta, and he just, he didn't like what Floyd was saying or how he said it or whatever. And he, unlike a lot of people, because the thing is, I noticed this in boxing, not just with fighters, but media as well. And I want to be very clear about this. I haven't been in, I've been covering boxing weekly. I would say every week for the last year and a half on YouTube. So I've been on YouTube for like 3 years, but I've been covering boxing weekly consistently for a year and a half. And I just noticed, whether it's media, fighters, there's always a huge propensity for media and or fighters to kiss Mayweather's ass or Mayweather Promotions ass, and they don't confront him like a man. And Ohara Davies, that's what he did here. He said he had a problem with him. What he said, he's very clear about it. And him and Floyd, they just had a conversation. That was all. So I respected Ohara for how he conducted himself. It actually made me like him more. But it was just funny to see Floyd was like, how many fights you got? And all that stuff. That was funny. And saying that, well, Tank is a world champion. So, this is a fight that I can see happening down the road, because we're seeing, Floyd right now is working with Frank Warren, another prominent promoter over there in the UK. But we've heard talk in the past of Eddie Hearn and Floyd working together. So that, I feel, is going to happen at some point. And this could be a fight down the road that happens. Floyd Mayweather in that little scuffle they had, verbal scuffle. They got he had mentioned that when Zab Judah, before him and Zab Judah fought, Zab Judah was fighting at 140, and he was fighting at 130, and he made that comparison. So like he was trying to say that Tank is the Floyd and Ohara is the Zab Judah, but it's different. Floyd, I'm pretty sure Floyd and Zab are closer to the same size. Ohara Davies is pushing about what? He's looking like a big guy against Darren Matthews. He's what? Ohara Davies is. What the hell is his height? His height. They don't got his damn height on BoxRec? Whatever. I just know Ohara Davies is taller than Tank. I don't know by how much, but he's taller than Tank. And, I think it could be a cool fight down the road, but we got to see both these guys develop. But, like I said, I know Ohara Davies definitely respects Floyd, because there was another interview where him and some other guy from the UK, it's like a 12-minute interview where they literally just sit there and just talk about how much they love Floyd and how he was such a great fighter for boxing and all this stuff. So there was definitely no disrespect there from Ohara Davies. I think it was a genuine just like disdain for whatever statement he made about him and Gervonta Davis. But interesting video. It's kind of blowing up on FightHype.com or Fight Hype YouTube channel, so you can go check that out down below. I'll leave it down for you guys in the description. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation, encounter, in the comments down below, and yeah, we'll talk about it. But take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dingus. So until next time, take care, guys.